Welcome in, everybody, to the DreamHack Beyond Qualifier number 3. My name is Bahamut. We are here in game number 1, our first best of 3 of the series, and we have got Panicked Button Smashing versus Storm Esports Academy. And if you're sitting at home, you're like, wait a minute, Bahamut, how do we get here? Don't worry, I got you covered, my friends. The home team this evening is going to be the members of Panic Button Smashing. They lost the coin flip, so Storm Esports Academy opted for first pick priority, banning out Sky Temple Braxis Holdout. There's no Volskaya Foundry in this, so just imagine that the Volskaya Foundry icon in the bottom right is Sky Temple. Braxis Holdout was banned out as well by the side of Storm Esports Academy, and I actually have this incorrect if I'm not mistaken. It's actually going to be that. It's going to be a ban onto Tomb of the Spider Queen and Dragonshire from Panic Button Smashing. And Panic Button Smashing will be choosing to take us to Battlefield of Eternity for map number 1. I do believe I have that correct. We'll have to see in a second. But let's go ahead and get back into the draft. Oh, that was the right button. Sorry. I forgot what button to press. Okay, either way, we are here. We are going into game number 1, and there you all have it. I hope you liked my little, my map tool, I guess you could say. The maps were set up for NGS season, so that's why it's doesn't show Sky Temple properly. But anyways, it gets you an idea of what you're looking at. So thank you all for hanging out here, and thanks for supporting the DreamHack Beyond Qualifier number 3. We're seeing a few bands here coming out. We're going to be having the members of Panic Button Smashing looking for a Lucio band. I just look over at chat and it's just Panic Butt Smash, and it's just Butt Smash. Okay, all right, I love you, chat. You're wonderful. Why are you all like this? Okay, it's going to be a Vala first pick from the side of Storm Esports Academy. We could see there's a variety of different builds. We could see auto attack build, we could see the Q build, we could see multi-shot build. I'm very excited about it. There was an Uther band coming out from the side of Panic Button Smashing. Storm Esports Academy with that first pick onto the Vala, banning out the Medivh and the Chromie. Next 2 picks coming out from the opposing side will be a Cassia Stukov. All right, so we have a little bit of information about our draft so far. We know that the members of Panic Button Smashing have a good... they've got good wave clear, they've got good team fight, they've got good race potential through the Cassia. Stukov, all in all, is a great support, or excuse me, a great healer within our meta right now, so I like what we're seeing with that. As McIntyre has joked on CCL, his true heroic comes in at level 13, which is going to be the Virulent Reaction. It's a huge talent for him. Reactive Ballista Spores is a big deal at level 1 as well, based on burst comps, and this is starting to lean on the side of Storm Esports into a bit of a burst comp. You've got the Vala, you've got the Mesa, you've got Malfurion in there as well. There's a lot of really, really good, well, as I mentioned, burst potential and lockdown coming out from the side of Storm Esports Academy. The members of Panic Button Smashing will be going into the third ban phase, or excuse me, second ban phase. Marlo, thank you for the follow. And they will be getting rid of a Li Ming. That would supply some poke potential onto the Immortal phase, would give you more burst into this single target lockdown or even multi-target lockdown you have with the Mei Malfurion baseline. Vala could go into the Reign of Vengeance at 10, which would provide more sustained lockdown, I guess you could say, or I guess you could say sustained CC. And you could also see... not Vault, excuse me. You could also see Strafe or Spinny Shooty Shot from the Vala. But I do like the Li Ming ban from Panic Button Smashing. Makes a lot of sense. Varian will be removed as well. I like this a lot. The Chromie's already banned out, but Varian Taunt is still really good. Colossal Smash is still powerful, and we could see... Well, we won't be seeing any of those. Dawn... I'm just going to go with Dawn. That's the easiest thing I can see. Thank you for the follow. Joanna will be picked up here. This will be a Blessed Shield Joanna. Falling Sword is currently banned out in pretty much every esports league that we have, or grassroots league, or any sort of competitive league is a better way to put it for Here's the Storm, due to the Falling Sword dealing double damage when impact does arrive. So that's a little bit of a bug when it comes to damage. Leorc will be grabbed as well, so good wave clear with that. You have the ability to entomb a target, so we could see something like Blessed Shield, Entomb, Ball Lightning, Lurking Arms. So you could actually have like the DIY Buried Alive, as I like to call it. You put the Lurking Arm plus the Entomb in there, so it's a nice synergy between Leorc and Stukov. Last 2 picks from the side of the Storm Esports Academy. It's going to be a Hogger and a Thrall. McIntyre has to be very happy about that Thrall. Man, I need to just like call up McIntyre and let him know what's happening right now. But the Hogger probably for the solo lane, Thrall to go in the 4-man. Dare I say a Crash Lightning Thrall? I'd heavily doubt that. Last pick on the left-hand side. Gonna need more damage, maybe even burst potential from the side of Panic Button Smashing. What are they going to be leaning into here for their last pick? Mage would be nice, but oh, actually, okay. I wasn't expecting the Orphea. That isn't something that I was really expecting, but either way, there we go. Oh, I mistyped the name of the team, but either way, Twitch predictions are going. Get your Twitch predictions in. If I was a betting man, if I could bet on my own channel, I would be leaning into Storm Esports Academy. I really like their draft. There's a lot of fortitude, there's a lot of strength in the draft of Panic Button Smashing, but I think Storm Esports Academy has really put together just something strong that just scales throughout the game extremely well. I'm actually going to go ahead and leave it on this screen as we're loading in, so that way you all can see the draft still if you would like to make your Twitch predictions. As a reminder, the games are live, obviously, because we just had a draft. So get your Twitch predictions in, ladies and gentlemen. Get your bandit bucks spent. Spinny shooty shot. Professional. Yeah, I know. Sometimes, hey, you know what? Sometimes you gotta make up your own alt names and have fun with it. On the left-hand side, as we get into Battlefield of Eternity, we are going to be seeing the members of Panic Button Smashing. Death Strikes is going to be on the Leoric. We are going to be seeing Geo on the Stukov. We've got Just In Case on that Joanna. Coffee will be on the Orphea, and we have Automatic Z to be on the Cassia. To the right-hand side, we're looking at the members of Storm Esports Academy. Corgi will be on the Hogger. We'll be seeing Talking Trees on the Thrall. Epic is going to be on the May. We'll see Elheim on the Malfurion. And we'll have Luna on the Vala. Let's get into level 1s and see what our bottom lane engagement looks like. Going to be a Rolling Thunder from the Thrall, so more sustainability in some 1v1 matchups. Nice little engagement from Epic, but we have a huge just-in-case flank to slow down any sort of tanking. So the two tanks step forward, and Vala is able to come out with a stack of her own on the level 1 Puncturing Arrow, which actually will continue to scale because it is indefinite. You can have 6,000 stacks, but you're not going to get a game where you actually hit, 1,000 stacks, which would be 6,000 damage. But I'll keep you up to date on that damage, because you not only have the 6 times whatever number this is, so currently 18 increased impact damage, but you also have the baseline damage on top of that. So if you actually go over to Vala, it's going to be 18 plus 146 right now. So it's just, and that's going to be scaling through the game as well. We'll keep that up to date a little bit later in the game, but I just want to keep you informed as to some of the information I'll provide a little bit later on. Orphea taking a lot of damage is going to go down to the last auto attack from Vala. First blood over to the side of Storm Esports Academy. Over in the top lane, though, we will be seeing Hogger go up against the Leoric, and it doesn't seem like it's being won or lost in either way. Both of these players are kind of putting a little pressure onto each other. Hogger a little bit healthier than the Leoric, but Leoric can always steal health, as we're actually going to probably see the Spectral Leech right there. Yeah, so Corgi will lose a little bit of health from that, but gets the knockback, the staggering blow, to be able to stop the drain from happening on from Leoric, excuse me. Staggering blow, that sounds wrong to me, but it seems right. Okay, staggering blow, yeah. Sometimes you say an ability name 100 times, and like the 100th time it just sounds wrong. Try to be more on time like a German next time. What? I just look over in chat and that was the one thing I saw, and I was like, all right, okay. Thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope you're enjoying the games. I'm only an 8th Germans. I didn't get the time efficiency. Unlucky. All right, sorry, I'm done reading chat. Sorry. Y'all are making me giggle so much. So we have the Immortal phase popping up here. First one of the game, as it will be 3 minutes in. Top lane does have a lot of pressure coming through with the Fallen Shaman camp, the Impaler camp as well. That was grabbed by the Hogger very quickly, mind you, at that. He did have a little bit of a nerf onto grabbing camps. His PvP was nerfed from his Hog Wild into those camps, but he still clears them fairly effectively. Cassia finds a fend around the corner onto Luna, but isn't able to get the damage necessary. Luna's going to be fine. She'll be able to rotate and go for the... actually, it's going to be defensive posturing. Okay, I thought we were going to be seeing her step in for the race, but no. A few more stacks. You also have that repeating arrow at level 4 for the Vala as well, so extra stacking, or stacking will be a lot quicker for her. Nice use of the double Frostwolf Pack, or the double Feral Spirit, to finish out that level 4 for the Thrall, as we have an icing out from Epic trying to get into the back line. Currently have Deathstrike zoning things back, as just in case on the Joanna's getting a little bit low. Coffee needs to back off on this Orphea, as they're a little split from the friendly side, and Corgi, I think, is trying to kind of bisect the disengage path, as you're seeing that horde, loot horde come out, and it's not going to be enough to lock her in place. Deathstrike's taking a lot of damage in the poke department, as we have Staggering Blow from Corgi Booty. It's forcing back the enemy side, allowing Malfurion to get a lot of race here. It's actually going to be Thrall on the right side getting the race, as Malfurion and crew who are defending Belith on this left-hand side, as a lot of the damage has gone through. And speaking of damage, Joanna's going to find a ton of it. She'll go down, and this will be a mortal race still continued. Luna, though does join Talking Trees for the race. Ooh, did Leoric feed a little too much? No, because there's not enough damage to burst him down. If the Vala was still there, yes, Leoric would have been threatened, but I think there was a read coming out from the side of Panic Button Smashing to say, look at that health on the enemy side. It's dropping a lot faster than it was a second ago, so it must mean that the Vala is racing with the Thrall, and we, as the side of Panic Button Smashing, can step forward while the enemy side of Storm Esports Academy tries to race, and Storm Esports will come out ahead with this first Immortal phase. Belith having a little bit of shielding, Epic taking a lot of damage, gets blinded by the Joanna. Leoric is able to use the last little bit of mana he has to be able to back off and clean disengage from the side of Panic Button Smashing, with Storm Esports Academy grabbing Belith and going into bottom lane. How much damage does Belith do? Well, he's going to do 546 baseline, 1,092 damage into structures, and for fun, 6,006 damage into minions. Oh, Nancy, thank you for the tier 1 to Octopalo, I think is how I say your name. Thank you so much, I appreciate that. When there's a lull in the game, I'll make sure I make a note of that on your gifted subs for today. May is going to go down. Oh, just in case is so low. There's no auto into them, and he's going to be fine hearthing away. Elheim very low as well. Malfurion trying to back off. Orphea not able to get the last little bit of damage necessary, but the weighted pustule will be triggered by the bio kill switch, and Geo snipes the Malfurion, and Orphea moves to a camp. Thank you for gifting 12 subs today, Nancy. Thank you. Sorry, I wanted to test something with my mouse today. Okay. There's a Corsair, or at least I guess maybe it's on a lot of mouses nowadays. There's a sniper button, which basically you can set your DPI to like extremely low, so that way when you hold down that button, you can have a lot more control, like in a sniper zoomed in thing. So I want to see how it was when I do casting in moments like this. Like this is actually, it's really nice for that. Anyway, sorry. Little thing that I was working on in the background for camera observation on my end to better it. Ice Wall onto 3. This is massive. Thrall with the Sundering. I mean, it could have been a triple kill. No, I'm just kidding. That was a really good double kill coming out from the side of Storm Esports Academy. And we haven't done this just yet. Let's go ahead and cycle through the other numbers and get an idea of what those look like, because we haven't had a chance to look at what those damage, healing, experience, etc. numbers are looking like, as our second Immortal phase will be spawning here in the north-south position. And already, Luna, she's on this Immortal, chunking through Alarian's health. Look at this. I would say a solid third was done before Malfurion even arrived. Corsair mice are awesome. I have the Nighthawk. I was gifted one from Corsair, and I immediately got a second one. I love this mouse so much. I used to have a Razer Death Adder, and then I got this Corsair mouse, and it's my favorite. Rob Christie, thank you for the tier 1 for 25 months. Thank you. We will resend the alerts when we get out of this game, but right now, Ice Wall will slow down the enemy team. Eternal Feast does come out from the Orphea. Cryo Freeze is going to be used by the Mei, and Epic is able to live through all of this. Corgi on the right-hand side is able to force back just in case. And it's A-okay from both sides, but look at this Alarian. One Hungering Arrow is all that's necessary. One Hungering Arrow. One. The bounces should be enough from Vala. Currently, she does 180 bonus damage from the initial hit, plus 216. So Vala currently does 396 damage on the initial hit from the Hungering Arrow, among the many bounces on top of that. That is huge. Speaking of huge, bottom lane, the members of, I keep wanting to say Prescribed Burn, which is, it's my neighbor's band, and I'm gonna go see them in a weekend or two. But anyways, Panic Button Smashing, they will be able to get a free fort through bottom lane as the Shaman Camp comes through. That lane, Malfurion gets a massive Tranquility, and I thought he was going to live through all of that, but no. He will go down, Vala to follow, Orphea traded out. It's a 2-for-1 in favor for the side of Panic Button Smashing, and this is a Leoric who's not going to be able to make it out alive. He tries to Wraith Walk away. Stukov might be going down here. He did go back to throw out the Healing Pathogen onto this Leoric, and he goes down for trying to help a friendly member. God forbid you try and be a team player, and here's the Storm. Let that be a lesson to you, ladies and gentlemen. Storm League, it's only about you and your stats. It's not about anyone else or a team. It's a single-player game. Here's the Storm is a single play. 1,284 damage will be what Bell currently slaps for in the top lane. As we do see bottom lane, the structure going down. Great rotations coming out from Storm Esports Academy. Momentum is in their favor. Camps are constantly being grabbed. I really like the way that they're playing this map on the side of Storm Esports Academy. But it's not like Panic Button Smashing's out by any means. It's game number 1 in a best-of-3 series. This is also a single elimination bracket. There is no bottom bracket to fall into. So if you lose in your first best-of-3 of the evening, you are out. Your best bet is to try in DreamHack Qualifier number 4 to try and get into the main event on July 26th. The Ice Wall was Smurftastic. That Ice Wall was so good. Ice Wall, okay, I heard it, but no. Oh, sorry. Yeah, we're abbreviating team names because if I actually put them in Foley, they would be itty bitty in the bars. So instead of having itty bitty names, we just have the abbreviated names, and then the names are Foley in the Twitch title if you are interested. Speaking of, there was an extra space in the Twitch title bothering the heck out of me. All right. Wait, Funds is in my channel? Oh, hey, Funds. What's up, bud? I heard you talking shit about Cho'Gall. Someone clipped you, like, I think someone asked you casually in your chat, like, what do you think of Cho'Gall? And you gave, like, an answer of, like, oh, it's not competitive, like, in high-tier play. And then immediately someone came to my channel and was like, look, Bahamut! Funds is talking bad about Cho'Gall! Oh, that was dirty. Eternal Feast does come out. Either that was a DC or someone legit just left the game. Okay, DC. It's a DC. Okay, they're gonna rejoin the game. That is just going to be a triple kill coming out, make it a quad kill in favor for the side of Storm Esports Academy. With the pentakill, with the quad kill being had, our red team will run through the top lane and they're gonna go ahead and start burning down this fort. How did you know? Look, if you talk about Cho'Gall, someone will come to my channel and tell me about it instantaneously. Literally, if there's a Cho'Gall game, like I was casting something not even related. I was casting Heroes Lounge, and the CCS Nexomania event was happening. Someone came into my channel and was like, hey, did you know there was a Cho'Gall game being played tonight? You should go hit up this person for the game files. Instantaneously. No, Funds, don't lie to me. Don't try and reel it in. Don't try and reel it in, Funds. Someone go get that clip. Someone go get that. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just giving you a hard time, bud. Good to see you all. Hey, Lazy Hydra, good to see you, bud. If you talk about Cho'Gall, I hear it. I know. I will wake up in the middle of the night and I will go to Twitter because I know. Eternal Feast, Entomb, That's going to be a nice ice wall on top of everything, as we do see the Hogger using the hog wall just to, you know, get through a wall, because that makes sense. As the team fight just continues. Corgi a little bit low, but that is a very low Orphea. She healed up quite a bit from either the Stukov or the just the auto attack burst that she can get from her own healing. But she still goes down. Looks like the Stukov's having a little connectivity issues right now. He gets picked off as well. That is going to be a Cassia falling. Death Strikes is split from the team. There's a lot of low members on the side of Storm Esports Academy, but there's even lower members on the opposing side, and this is still going to be, they're still going to go get the objective phase. Just go to core and end. You have a Thrall Vala. Why are you doing this? Why is this happening? That imposter DC? Yeah, I don't know why. Now, Tomb Cho'Gall I can get behind. I agree, funds. But he also works on, like, Towers of Doom. Infernal Shrines. I would actually, like, I would say that like, I'll be truthful about it. He doesn't work on every map, even though I say that in some games. But I do think there's like 3 really good maps for Cho'Gall, and I think it's Infernal Shrines, Tomb, and Towers of Doom. I think those are just really good maps for him, based on the way that the maps are played. Good ice wall. Will connect onto the Orphea. Is there going to be a blizzard underneath? Yes, there will be. There's no root. Eternal Feast will be thrown out as well. Hogger going to get the Hog Wild into the enemy team. Has to use a short distance Hortipult. We're talking 2-pixel Hortipult right there. And maybe some pings are going out onto him from the friendly side. Or maybe that would have been a call to get a kill onto him. Coffee is going to be traded out. It's a 1-for-1. Fort in the bottom, or excuse me, Keep in the bottom lane is going to go down or not. I guess there it is. Huge Entomb. That's a massive Entomb. Silence from Malfurion. He goes down, actually. Talking Trees a little bit low. This Thrall is trying to make some big plays into the enemy side. No Sundering for 37 seconds. Excuse me. And Immortal goes to core. Belith won't end here, but he will be dealing significant damage. 1,548 damage into this core. He's dealing, what was that, like 8% per auto? Roughly 8% per auto. So I guess if it wasn't cleared out, it would have been GG's. What is happening right now? I didn't even see that end the game! I feel like there's been 2 opportunities for Storm Esports Academy to end, and they're not going for it, and it's confusing to me. I don't know if it's trepidation that they can't end, but like, literally, they found a pentakill on the enemy team and went to objective and went for that and cleared bottom lane. Like, I felt like they could have just ran through top, ended the game. You have a Thrall Vala, right? Am I crazy, chat? Am I crazy? Season 1, Wildheart was our best Cho'Gall game. We're a Tomb for sure. Funds! There was one Cho'Gall game in Season 1 of Hero CCL on Tomb of Spider Queen, and that was against Sidestep Kings when Wildheart had already established their place in the playoff bracket. That was a series that did not matter which way it went for you as a team. That's why you played it. I'm just saying right now, Wildheart has a lost on Cho'Gall, and Oxygen doesn't. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. And 3v4. I mean, there was significant damage on the core. The shielding was down. They still had their Vala. They still had the Thrall. I think it was what, a defense against the Cassia, Leoric, and maybe a Stukov. Like, I felt like it was doable. I definitely felt like it was doable. I mean, Vala is chunking right now. She's got 47 stacks. That is quite a lot of damage off of 1 Q. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe I'm crazy for it. I feel like it's a lot of damage. I mean, 288 plus 307 damage, 595 damage, nearly 600 damage per Q on the initial hit. That's a lot. That's a lot. And this is what we're going to see right now is a big Rain of Vengeance sets up the kill into the Leoric. Another Rain of Vengeance follows up onto the Joanna. Huge Sundering splits the enemy team. A wonderful Frost Wolf, Feral Spirit from Thrall will come through. And now you go in the game. Now you go in the game. Don't go to the Immortal. GG's. GG's will be called, and game number 1 is going to be going over to the side of Storm Esports Academy. They will be taking it in a fairly strong fashion. GG, well played. Nancy, thank you for the gifted sub.
Hello.
Rob Christie, thank you for the tier 1 for 25 months. Thank you for over 2 years of support, my friend.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribed.
Good afternoon, Bahamut.
All right. I have written down your name, and I will add it to the entry list. Thank you for the tier 1, my friend, and thank you again, Nancy, for the gifted sub. Man, you know what I'm learning? You know what I'm learning about right now? There's a lot of Robs that watch my stream. Whoa, pizza! Thank you for the tier 1. Holy crap, friend. Thank you.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribed.
3 months of Bandit.
I actually had pizza for lunch today, before the stream started. I had my standard of half pepperoni, half bacon. For anyone that's wondering, it's as the shop calls it, not American bacon, the breakfast bacon. So not ham. Breakfast bacon, and then basil on the entire thing with a little extra cook. Thank you, pizza, for the tier 1 for 3 months. Thank you for the 3 months of support, my friend. Thank you. It's very much appreciated. All right, let's pay out the people. Choose who wins. Storm Esports Academy wins game number 1. Oh, there was something about shot calling in chat. I got buried. Storm Esports Academy all played together on OSD during their Fight Night era, but I think they took a break in the past year and a half, so came back. Oh, okay. I don't know Storm Academy comms, but new teams sometimes lack central shot caller coordination and do shot. Oh, that's a good point, Funds. That's a very good point. All right, let's bring it on back to Bandit and I. And I'm going to join the lobby. All right, the map has been set. Let me update the team scores. And let me... Okay, everyone's on the same side. That's always good. Who won that map? It was that team. Oh, I do have an Alterac pass. Good. Oh, shit, I gave away the map. Damn it! Dang it, I gave away the map. Dang it, Bobby. Oops, not ban. This will be the second map pick from that team. Ref and I'm R. I'm just gonna give them a stream link if they want, anyways, just in case they want it. I wonder if they're gonna sell with the Stukov. It looks like, based on the draft chat, it looks like Geo is restarting their game. I remember seeing these guys in the past few tournaments. Yeah. Sadly, I'm subbed right now, but I would have given everything to trigger it once more. What, the alert? Wait, I'm confused. I mean, you can always gift a sub, I'm just saying. Like, gifting sub doesn't work? Wait, what? I'm confused now. And not back bacon? No, not back bacon. It was not back bacon. Not the kind of bacon we want. But yeah, Stukov will be ready to go. I have let the players that I am good to go. Let the players know that I am good to go. So we will get into the game in just a second. Nice, we're going to Blackhearts. Yep, we're going to Blackhearts Bay, everybody. We're going to Blackhearts Bay. Iron Flare figured it out. Iron figured it out, everybody. We're heading off to Blackhearts Bay. Your sub alert is giga funny. Thank you, I appreciate that. Oh, I see what you mean. I see what you mean, Marlo. I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Is this what you want from me? Is this what you want? Is this what you want? I can push the button again.
I will follow you to the end of the world. Subscribed.
3 months of Bandit.
That's for you, Marlo. I hope you're all doing well today. Thank you for hanging out. We are about to get into map number 2 in our first best of 3 of the day. We are waiting for one player just to restart their game. I thought we were going to Haunted Mines. Day, don't give it. Day, I DM'd you that in confidence. You're welcome, Marlo. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. I'm a man of the people. Do you want to know a little funny story about that while we're waiting for the map to get going here? Is that when I initially started streaming, my best friend made all of my alerts, and he made my first emote. My first emote ever on this stream was Baja Rage, and I believe we still actually have it. It's never used, but I don't think I'll ever get rid of it because it was my first emote I ever had. It's one of my favorites as well. But so we were doing like I told him about the thank you, like the alert for the follower alert, where it's like the thank you, where it's like, you know, I come out, I wave, and the bandit squeak. And we were talking about sub alerts, and I had an idea where it was basically like, it was like a keyboard getting smashed by a giant beard sort of thing. It was a lot more detailed than that, but I don't need to go into the details. And I described it to him, and he's like, I really like that. But then he just goes, do you trust me? And I say, yes. And I was just like, and so I waited like a couple weeks, and he sent me what the alert is right now, and I like cried laughing. I cried laughing. It was so good. I love the Baja Rage. It's just, here's the thing. I rarely rage on stream. Like, it's far and few between when I actually have like a baby rage moment on stream. When I was fighting Heisenberg in Resident Evil Village, that was a big baby rage moment. That was a Baja Rage moment. He was the worst boss. Like, it was, that was the only negative I can say about Resident Evil Village, is that one boss, that one character. I did not like him. Did not like him at all. Everything else, loved it. Cool story. That's all I do here. Wait, do we have a lobby bug? All right, lobby bug. You're a good boy. Very good boy. Sorry, I was checking on the other dog. He's not in here. I'm dog sitting this weekend. Moisture Hunter. Whoa, Harkin. Harkin, thank you for gifting 5 freaking subs. Holy jeez. You got... I'm blanking on their name. You got Luminaire. You got Phelan. You got Yoda. You got... Oh my god. You got Loda Lee Hee Hoo. You got Fizz. And you got Ein Top of Zerg? Ein Top of Zerg? I think that's how you say it. Anyways, thank you for the 5 gifted subs. Holy jeez. Let's see, what color were you yesterday? You were pink. Let's continue using pink for Harkin. Okay, so Harkin G. Harkin G. Times 5. Thank you so much. Fizz tanked a sub. What do you mean tanked a sub? Alright, I'm making sure the player's on the right side. They are. Cool, cool, cool. I am set to referee. We are good to go. We'll get everyone in here and we'll get into game number 2, okay? Thank you all so much for being patient. It's a German name? Which one? All of them? Oh, that one? I don't know. Yeah, okay. Ein Tompf Zirgv. Let's see how close I was. Stew Dwarf? Is that what it translates to?
Eintopf Zwerg.
Eintopf Zwerg. Wait.
Eintopf Zwerg.
Eintopf Zwerg. Ah, see, my American won't let me do that. Stew Dwarf, if you want to. I can't believe that's actually the translation. I love that. I love that so much. I love that. Thank you. I think Stu Dwarf is one of the best names. That's probably got to be in the top 10 names that I've read on my stream in the 4 years I've been doing this. 4 years? 5 years? How long has it been? I don't know. Hey, everybody, let's get into a draft. Welcome in to the DreamHack Beyond Qualifier number 3. My name's Bahamut. We find ourselves going into Alterac Pass. What? It's not Towers of Doom? It's not Haunted Mines? It's not Blackheart's Bay? No, it's Alterac Pass. But if you're sitting at home and you're like, wait a minute, Bahamut, what the hell is happening? How did we get here? I got you covered. Don't you worry. Look at this. I got you completely covered. The members of our Panic Button Smashers lost the coin flip. The opposing team banned out Sky Temple and Braxis Holdout. That was Storm Esports Academy. Panic Button Smashers will ban out Tomb of Spider Queen and Dragonshire. They first picked Battlefield of Eternity, lost that map. As the losing team, they can choose first pick or map pick, and they opted for first pick priority, map pick priority, choosing to take us to Alterac Pass for game number 2. As a reminder, Volskaya Foundry represents Sky Temple because I didn't have time to fix it. Anyways, doesn't matter. Let's get back into the draft because we have that unfolding in front of us. We are here into map number 2 and our first best of 3 of the day. We have a lot of best of 3s, if I'm not mistaken. Exclamation point bracket in chat. We'll get you a link over to that. And in that time, we'll see the draft unfold here, everybody. Let's see what we're going to be getting for this next draft. Too many German names are so Papega. I just like challenging myself to try and to enunciate and say those things. Plus, I'm sure, like, I feel like people who speak the language get a little bit of a kick or enjoy watching people who don't speak the language try and struggle with it. It's like when I try, like when people look at me and they go, "Can you pronounce your last name for me?" And I go, "Give it a shot," and then they just start sweating, and I'm like, I don't care if you won't insult me. I just enjoy watching people try. Because my last name, people try and pronounce it phonetically, and you can't. You can't pronounce it phonetically because it's Romanian. So, anyways. All right, our tea is done. Do we get a second cup of tea? Do we get a second cup of tea? I'm not sure. Vala will be snapped up immediately by the side of Storm Esports Academy. It is going to be a Hogger Lucio ban on the side of Panic Button Smashing, and we will be seeing the Medivh and the Cassia band out on the side of Storm Esports Academy. It's true. It's quite funny. I get it. At the same time, though, I think those same people they appreciate like you trying to understand their language a little bit. Like when I used to work at a sushi place, one of the guys who worked behind the counter. He would speak Spanish with one of the delivery guys always, and so I would sit there, and I was in college, and I actually had a Spanish class at the time, so I was using that actually to learn my Spanish, and I was actually practicing off of them, and they gave me a lot of good tips, and they really, like, it's one of those things that, like, I've always noticed, like, people appreciate it when you try and understand their language, or at least, like, try to give a shit about their language, and, you know, it's just cool. It's cool. All right, let's focus in on the draft, though, because we do have that unfolding around us. Vala, Malfurion, Uther on the side of Storm Esports Academy, so this will be a main tank Uther. Poke potential from the Vala is really good, but I feel like you're going to need something else to step into the enemy side. A Thrall would actually be still really good here from the side of Storm Esports Academy. Good in the solo, good in the wave clear, good in the team fight, pairs well with the friendly team, gives you another frontline hero. A Rexar would have been strong as well. I actually do agree with that as well. So I wonder if we have any priority under the Thrall here from either side, just because also Talking Trees had a really good Thrall game on the previous map. Li Ming could be an option as well for either of these teams. The poke potential from her around the objective phase is really strong. You only have to worry about the jailers to get in the way of your arcane orbs and magic missiles, which they are pretty predictive in the spots they are or where they kind of move. So she's actually a strong pick and ban, but Falstad will be banned out by the side of Storm Esports Academy. I like that. You're getting rid of a global. Speaking of, you already have the Brightwing on the opposing side. You could see a Dahaka here. It's a pretty good map for Dahaka, actually. He doesn't have a lot of bushes for speed boosting. He's got a couple here and there. The brushstock ability in flanking and aggressive and like defensive or aggressive positioning is pretty good as well around the objectives. So we could see a Dahaka priority if a team wants to play into that global realm. But right now it's going to be a Tychus, and there's that Dahaka. I actually really do like this from the side of Panic Button Smashing. It gives them an entry. It gives them a way to kind of pincer or collapse into the side of Storm Esports Academy's draft so far. Storm Esports Academy wants to play front to back, meaning Uther runs forward, Malfurion runs forward, Vala runs forward into the face of Mei and Tychus and Brightwing. Whereas, though, Mei wants to icing in, bop people around, get the peel. You have Dahaka coming in for the flank. He's going to get the tongue drag. So you're basically peeling and picking apart this composition that wants to play front to back. So here you actually have the Leoric, which is going to change things up a little bit. Leoric is going to Wraithwalk into the back line and cause that same sort of kind of collapse and kind of that push together. So it's a lot of sandwiching coming out from both sides. Thrall, once again, from Talking Trees was really, really good. Sundering is a good way to continue that sandwiching or that peel if necessary. Let's say you peel or you split the Tychus with a Sundering from the Mei, the Brightwing, the Dahaka. It's going to be a great way to pick him off. Now, Junkrat puts a bit of a... sorry, I realized I was like, oh, I do gotta do Twitch predictions. Junkrat throws a wrench into all of this due to the fact of him with all the displacement. When all these heroes want to step forward, Uther steps forward, Vala steps forward, Thrall steps forward. Junkrat has a concussion mine, splits them up. Tychus then hones onto one target. So this is looking like a really good draft from the side of Panic Button Smashing. I feel like it actually could go to Panic Button Smashing. I think we could go to a game number 3 with these drafts. I think Panic Button Smashing could take this game here. I think there's a lot of good displacement. You got Polymorph, you got Tongue Drag, you got Grenade, you got Icing from Mei. There's a stun from Uther, a root from Malfurion, a root from Thrall. So the CC I think is more so in favor for our Panic Button Smashers, but we'll see. Let's get into the game here. We got Geo on the Brightwing on the side of the Panic Button Smashers. We got Coffee on the Junkrat. We'll be seeing Automatic Z on the Tychus. Just in Case will be on the Mei, and this is a Dahaka up in the top lane played by Death Strikes. Over on the right-hand side, we're looking at the members of Storm Esports Academy. We got Talking Trees on the Thrall, Luna playing the Vala, Epic on the Uther, Corgi on the on the Leoric, and Elheim will be the one on the Malfurion. Let's get into mid lane, check out those level 1s, and see what our first engagement will be looking like. Multi-shot build from Vala. Same thing as I said with the Puncturing Arrow build. It is going to be a... the scaling, I'll keep you up to date on those, but also make sure you get your Twitch predictions in because you have 28 seconds. Actually, by the time I say this, by the time you hear this, the Twitch predictions will be closed, so it doesn't matter. Anyways, Z is in bottom lane. Thrall and crew are hanging out in mid, trying to catch that first wave. Dahaka hanging out in top as well. Does have the brush stock up and available, but no need to use it here. There's no point in trying to flank in right now with the Dahaka. Realistically, I think if you did brush stock into this bottom right side, or I guess top right side. Anyways, if you're able to rotate in that lane, you would potentially just feed, but speaking of feeds, I'm talking about bushes, and we have a Tychus going down. First blood, maybe a second blood. Vala hungering, arrow chasing onto Geo. It's not going to be enough to get the kill, but almost finding a second kill into the Brightwing. Good aggression coming out from the side of Storm Esports Academy in the start of this Alterac Pass map. Oh, wait, did I, oh, it's for game 2. It's for game 2. Sorry, I forgot to change the number. It's for game 2. My apologies if you get juked by that. My apologies. I also just realized I have no liquids to drink for this game. That's unfortunate. All right, I'll get a drink after this game. Maybe it's time for a little bit of juice. Hey, Shy, what's up, bud? Majesty, good to see you. AJ, it's good to see you as well. If I've missed you in chat, good to see you. Helen, I know I've said hi to you, but good to see you, friend. So 4's up in just a little bit here from either side. Nothing crazy out of the ordinary when it comes to level 1s. We're going to be seeing heat transfer from the Mei. As I said, nothing really crazy. Uther's going to be going into Silver Touch. So once you reduce damage 40 times by Holy Light, mana cost is reduced from 80 to 60, and then once you finish out the 80 stacks, you get the mana cost is reduced to 40, and its range is increased by 50. A and Z represent. Go Coffee. Hey, Shardstorm, how you doing, bud? Ooh, bottom lane, bottom lane. Good concussion mine zoning. That was a no-win situation for Uther, and he goes down. The members of Panic Button Smashers will be able to get themselves a kill of their own, equalizing. Now, what's the game plan here? Excuse me. What's the game plan here for these teams? Is this going to be... Oh, hold on. This is Corgi. Tongue Drag should connect. Oh, no. The root from Alfirian, I think, slowed this down a little too much. Corgi able to mount up and disengage. The one question I have is this going to be played for 10 talent tier? Is this going to be played immediately? What's the literal game plan for these teams around the first objective phase? Coffee, peach teeny, and salty candies. Oh my god. That sounds good. Welcome, Ninja. Hey, Rommel. Thank you, Rommel, for the hydrate. I very much appreciate that. I can't hydrate right now. My throat is so dry. We will see 7 talent tiers in a second here. Thrall is doing a great job with the build that he's gone so far for the last 2 games. It is going to be that Frostwolf pack at level 4 once again. He got that finished out fairly quickly on the Battlefield of Eternity map. Luna, she's able to get the vault away, multi-shot back. Concussion Mine throws her into the enemy team's face, just in case not able to set everything up for a kill. Give me 1 second, I have to sneeze. Sorry. Alright, easy enough. Just in case, he's going to slide in. Concussion Mine forces back Corgi Booty. A lot of damage on the Tychus. He does go down. We will be seeing Dahaka brush stalking in, just in case does go down as well. Death Strikes rotates in after the brush stalk, and this is a very awkward position for this Dahaka to be in. Concussion Mine only forces back the Thrall. The Hungering Arrows chase in, and Vala finds the sustained damage necessary, trying to get a little extra burst. Nice sidestep from Luna. She's not going to get hit by the Concussion Mine. Able to, well... continue into the mid lane siege, as I believe Vala is pushing up this wave a little bit. And the experience, the objective phase, will be going over to the side of Storm Esports Academy. Thrall up in the top lane, doing his best to push things out. Leoric in bottom lane is going to be soaking out as well. Top lane, though, or I guess top objective, Automatic Z going for the channel. Epic is stalling things out, gets the stun onto Tychus. Elheim very low on the Malfurion split. Luna comes in as well. Polymorph out from Brightwing, if I'm not mistaken, right there. Little multi-shot, little vault. A lot of damage onto the Mei once again. She does pop the Cryo Freeze. Does Thrall have a root to go into the enemy side? There's 5 out of 6 stacks. He might have actually started out the fight with that root, and that's the reason why it wasn't used to lock down, just in case. 16 seconds are still needed for channel time, as 26 stacks will be found on the Vala side. We've seen stacks for a little bit. We can see those a little bit further as the game progresses. Let's go ahead and talk about some of the other numbers. Let's talk about damage, healing, and experience. Those are some of the important numbers that we do need to look at right now. Time to lose all my points. Hell yeah. Game plan is to spam camp 24/7, always. On this map, absolutely. The true objective on this map is the null camp through mid lane. It's a minute 30 cooldown, which is one of the shorter cooldowns for a camp timer in Heroes of the Storm, so that's a big factor. 2, it's very good experience consistently for your team. We've seen 2 camps, and that's yielding about 600 experience just from those. 3, the null camp reduces armors of not only enemy heroes, much like the Hellbats on Brax's Holdout, but it also reduces the armor of structures, meaning the siege potential is amplified, in my opinion, a couple times fold. I wouldn't say tenfold, but it's amplified from this. You can actually see, here's an example right now, as the gate itself will have armor reduced up to -20, if I'm not mistaken. And the same can be said about heroes, but here's an Entomb. We're gonna have a root. Phase shift in from the Brightwing. Brain of Vengeance from Luna, gets a little bit of damage. Riptire from the Junkrat comes out. There will be a sundering back into the enemy team from the Thrall. He throws out a Frostwolf, doesn't lock anyone down. Dahaka burrows into the ground. Death Strikes, looking for something. With the Dark Swarm active, not able to make a play into the enemy team. And it looks like we have a bit of a scuffle through mid. No real advantage found outside of the null camp, finding a little bit of siege onto that mid lane front gate. Leoric rotates into bottom lane, goes for the split siege. With that being said, though, Leoric is showing in bottom lane. We can actually see this right now. The Dahaka, or excuse me, this is the vision of the Junkrat. Leoric is free pushing down this lane. So, the team fight, it's technically in favor for the side of Panic Button Smashers, but Panic Button Smashers, they're all backing off. Or Panic Button smashing. They all back off and split into these lanes, maybe. Wait, Tongue Drag? Feeding Frenzy? No, Feeding Frenzy was... Wait, Leoric, what are you... Wow, the outplay. I wouldn't say outplay, but just the play itself. A little surprising. Just in case gets the channel, also gets the stall, okay. Or not the stall, but gets the interrupt on the jailers. Talking Trees actually gets the full stall. No interrupt comes through onto him, as 2 abilities, I believe, or one of the... What was... Okay, I guess her abilities must have been on cooldown or something like that. That was just awkward. That was awkward. I was expecting the delay to come through. Corgi Booty, though, in this, or I guess Corgi, excuse me, is going to be coming down here. Gets one slow onto Dahaka. The burrow into the ground, I don't know if that actually cleansed out the slow. I'm actually not sure. I wonder if that cleansed out the slow that Leorc applied. Dahaka did touch the bush immediately after, too, so he got the speed boost. So it's like, by the way, we're also still in first objective. How do we know this? First objective takes 30 seconds to channel total. The second objective is 40 seconds, and then third onward is 50. Junkrat is a really good poker and really good stall on this. Commandeer Odin comes down, which I don't feel like is necessary, and that's actually a massive win for Storm Esports Academy. And I think, actually, they know that Commandeer Odin's out, so they're going to rush to top and go for boss. Let's see if they can scout this out on the blue side, though. No, they're going to go for objective. Or they're just looking to play into the Commandeer Odin that was up for a few more seconds. It might have been a bit of a combination of that. Wanting to push, having the null camp, having Commandeer Odin. This will be free boss in top. Yeah, free boss in top lane. The Orc is feigning that, you know, he's like, ooh, I'll step forward and clear things out. Dahaka pushing up into the bottom lane, trying to equalize what Leorc did down there. Entomb out from Leorc. We do have a centering from the Thrall. A lot of damage onto the Tychus. Nice sustained CC, but it's not going to be enough to lock him down, or I guess lock down the Brightwing. Actually, it does still get the kill. Brightwing's phase shift came through, and the kill into Tychus was still found. Multi-shot. Chase, Hungering Arrow won't connect, but that's a cryo freeze that puts Mei into a deadly spot. She goes down. This should be first objective fully channeled over to the side of our red team. Storm Esports Academy with the boss willing its way through top lane. Uther coming in to help amplify the siege and grab the experience that's actually still remaining on the battleground. Thrall, they're really the one to siege through here. Junkrat stalling things out. Junkrat's really good at stalling things out. He's very good at this. Uther looking Uther looking to stall the staller. And it's enough. Like, Epic is like, all right, dude, it's funny, it's cute, tee-hee-hee, it's done. Dahaka did brush talk into the, oh my god, the read, hello? What in the hell? That was insanity. I was not expecting that to happen. First objective is fully channeled. Boss does go down through the top lane. But now, look at this. Top lane keep could be threatened by the objective. Oh no, it's mid lane fort. Corgi and crew are just rotating right into this. And Concussion Mine to stop any sort of... Wait, Vala, multi-shot. Big damage into Coffee. Half his HP will fall. And Luna just regroups with the friendly team. Concussion Mine forces back a few enemy members. Riptire from the Junkrat does come out. This is a lot of damage onto Just In Case, who's, well, going to pop the Crowd Freeze once again, but he's going to take a lot of damage. Thunder Thrall does come through. There's a lockdown from said Thrall with the Feral Spirit. Brightwing gets a blink heal, but she still goes down to the sustained lockdown. Malfurion with the Tranquility is getting a lot of value, but healing up the friendly team, and the siege continues. Top lane is just now crashing onto Keep Front Gate. This is massive for the side of Storm Esports Academy. Mid lane objective's already down, but the siege is still available, and I actually like this split. Dahaka's in bottom lane. Oh no. If the front gate wasn't there, Dahaka would have fallen. I'm sure of it. Top lane will be getting front gate and a little bit of damage onto the keep. Same can be said about mid, bottom. So I would say it's about 3 keep front gates, and this should be a quick rotation to boss from the side of Storm Esports Academy. We're going to see 16 talent tiers come in rapidly for the side of Panic Button Smashing. So we'll wait and see what those talents look like before we show the other talent or the other numbers, but we are kind of getting that point where I'd like to be able to look at the damage healing experience in the latter half of this game. While we're actually looking at this boss, because I doubt we've seen Invade, let's talk about Vala's scaling. She's currently got 48 stacks. That's 192 damage from the W. Add that into, Jesus, the multi-shot baseline. So you're dealing, sorry, let me do the math again. So that's about 200. So it's like 518 or something like that. It's a little bit less. Keep in mind, you also have the arsenal, which scales into that as well. So you're dealing, if the grenade hits, you're dealing somewhere in like the near 800 range of burst damage from Vala. That's a lot of damage, chat. That's a lot of damage from a W. And that W keeps scaling. Okay, we have the boss slam onto the Dahaka just as he ends his burrow. I believe he got to use the essence, but he's locked in by the entomb. Huge ice wall from the Mei comes out. Malfurion Tranquility is being triggered right now. Riptire does come out, but the Tranquility healing up a lot of friendly members. Rain of Vengeance connects onto 2. The boss is wailing its way through this bottom lane keep. We have a Null Camp on the right side, still pushing in. Divine Shield thrown onto Luna. One multi-shot, anything. No, it's not enough. Coffee is going to live. The Divine Shield wasn't enough to secure the kill as we have the icing away from Justing to back off. Bottom lane keep does go down. The mid lane fort was taken out by that Null Camp. Its siege, when left uncontested, is really, really hard to deal with. Leoric is going to try and find the well through mid lane, but there's too much damage poked onto him, and he does need to back off. As I promised, let's go ahead and make sure we go ahead and, we showcase all those other numbers. I was like, I heard 4 of the Alliance, and I was like, wait, that's the core. That's the, Vladar Stormpike? Vandar Stormpike. Vandar. A little bit of lore for you all. I always forget his name as well. It starts with an R, I think. Nope. Drekthar. I was thinking of, it ends in an R sound. Dang it, Storm wins slower. I just got home and I want to watch more HOTS. How you doing here, Calf? How you doing, friend? What was it? Spaz was in my chat yesterday, and he was actually bringing up some cool information about the Reaver minions. I think this is a Reaver wave, yeah. So the Reaver minions, they don't deal extra damage into structures and stuff, but apparently they have, like, extra armor. So they don't deal, so you can see right here, base is 104, heroes 104, mini 104. But if we actually break it down, if we pull up the stats right here, this is the one thing that we can look at. Physical armor is 50. They actually have... They've got some physical armor, which really helps them push in quite a bit. It's an interesting stat. It's an interesting stat that's never really discussed. Oops, it's okay. Ice Wall from the Mei does come out. Coffee taking a lot of damage. Concussion Mine splits the Uther away. Phase Shift in from the Brightwing will connect. I believe that might have been a Blink heal, actually. Malfurion with the Tranquility before the Isolation hit. Concussion Mine goes out, just pokes onto the enemy team, and the boss is stalled, but buried alive was attempted right there. We have the level 20 Lunar Shower for the Malfurion as well. If Moonfire hits a hero, its cooldown is reduced by 1 second, and the next Moonfire within 6 seconds deals 20% more damage, and the damage bonus stacks up to 60%. Insert, that's a lot of damage. Thank you, Ralmo. That's exactly what I was going for. Boss and bottom lane is about 2 minutes away from being available. Boston top will be threatening straight onto a keep. Objective is, if grabbed, will be threatening onto a keep. And bottom lane, threatens straight onto core. Alrighty, sorry, I was looking back at the stream just to see where it was. I was like, am I still talking about Reaver minions? Probably. Doing well, excited for tonight. Me too. These games have been good so far. These games have been very, very good so far. Vala is going to be left on the right-hand side to go deal with the minions around the objective phase to stall things out. 216 damage from that. We've got, so that's 578 damage. And then you add in another 263 on top of that. Ooh-wee! All right, I'm done doing caster math. I'm trying to get better at my quick maths. Like Grubby is insane with his quick math, and I'm trying to not be as good as him, but you know, be a little bit better. Mithril Mace is going to be finished up by Leoric, as he did get hit by the Ice Wall from the Mei. The objective phase was channeled out, and Luna was able to sustain that channel, able to kind of just poke at the enemy jailers during all of that. And look at this, Luna with the Farflight Quiver. Her range currently is 8.25. Vala's range at max hatred is 8.25. You can actually see it right there. It's 8.2, but it's 8.25 regardless. You can see how far back she was. That is the farthest auto attacker outside of like Sergeant Hammer, if I'm not mistaken, in the game, or at least scaling. Like Zul'jin gets to 7.7 with Headhunter in the baseline. I don't know if anyone gets to further than that outside of Sergeant Hammer baseline. I know there's someone in chat who knows the answer, but you know what the answer is for this game? It's going to be a win for the side of Storm Esports Academy, and they move on in the bracket up against Granite Gaming. GG, well played. All right, I'm gonna run down the hallway and I am gonna grab my water bottle, okay? I'm gonna go get some water, BRB.